All right, we are going to be talking about the Impractical Jokers Rock Bottom episode. Yes, Rock Bottom episode was really good, really funny. They had a special guest, Jeff Daniels, on this episode. He was really funny. So the first episode was Who Did the Fart? They had to get the person in the room to take the blame on the fart. So started with Sal. Sal always get nervous, so he was just telling the person like, "Oh my God, Jeff Daniels is coming in here," and then he just like, "I don't want to fart," but then he just let out a loud fart. So after he did that, the other person was like, "Oh, so Jeff Daniels gonna be in here?" He said, "Yeah, yeah, you gonna take the blame for me, right?" So the person was like, "Okay." So Jeff Daniels came in there, but the way he came in, he looked like he was real serious. He was like, "All right, so who did the fart?" That's how he was like, "Who did the fart?" And the girl was like, "I did the fart." It was funny. I said, "Dang, he just stepped in there for 2 seconds and she already took the blame." I said, "Wow." So as you know, Sal passed, but I'm like, "Dang, who would have known just the way that you look at somebody or react to something, they agree to it so quickly?" But that's what happened. So Murr came out and, kind of like the same thing. So Daniels came out there and, first it was funny because Daniels, he stood behind Murr and he was like, "Was it you?" He was like, "No, no, Murr got so nervous. And the guy was like, "Look, I did it. I did it." And all the jokers just start laughing. I'm like, yo, all of them always start laughing just out of nowhere and just had me dying laughing. But I'm like, that whole episode was funny. Um, Murray passed, Q passed, but he said the funny thing, he said he got fired because he was trying to do the shoot for Tom Hanks, but he got fired because he was doing the farts and stuff. So I said, what? Like, how do they come up with this stuff? Like, they just did a movie. Now they doing more episodes. Telling y'all, they be grinding hard, boy. 9 years they've been out. My favorite shows, one of my favorite shows, yes. But as always, the girl took the blame, and the one with Murr, the guy took the blame for it, because Jeff Daniels put on his real serious face. So of course next it was Joe, and Joe, I couldn't even deal with Joe. Joe Joe was fixing something with the guy, and he just said, "I get so nervous," or he just farted. I said, "What?" I said, "Joe, what are you doing, man?" And the guy was like, "Well, yeah, he did it. He did it." Because him and Daniels was talking on the side. He was like, "Did you fart?" He's like, "No, no, I didn't fart." "Did you fart?" And the guy was like, "Oh my God, y'all is funny." So yup, he took the fart. But I was surprised they only had 2 skits. Usually they have 3 skits and then a loser. But it was only 2 skits though. So um after that, man, you know, they just had me laughing though. They really did. But the next one, they had to try to get someone to agree that they was overreacting. So, of course, Joe had lost that one because he was talking on the phone too fast, and then he was calling a child a turd. He's like, "Man, I can't get rid of this turd. This turd do this turd do that, da 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 da." And he was standing there in front of the two females, and they was like, "Why are you calling the child a turd?" But it was funny. And Q, he was real funny. He was always overreacting, talking to the cleaning lady, talking about some. She got her head got stuck in the band and stuff. She's still on the phone talking to him. I said that was funny. Like, how did she go up you on the phone talking to him and head stuck in the band and stuff? So Q passed. I guess the guy was like the guy said it wasn't he didn't overreact too bad, so he passed though. So Sal, I tell y'all, Sal is such a dramatic person. Whether he's on the phone talking to you in person, he can be dramatic. Like that's Sal. So Dr- Sal was on the phone and it's like he wanted to start crying. It was like he was laughing. And then as soon as he got off the phone with the person, he he didn't realize he was drinking coffee, and all the jokes was like that's real coffee. Like he spit out the coffee and he started laughing. He walked out the store. He said, I'm done." So Sal lost on that one. And last was Merv was on the phone, but I thought Merv had it kind of easy. It's like they didn't really had nothing too hard for him to do, but it was still funny though. Murr, I think Murr is really persuasive when he talking to people in public. He can really get them to agree, like, yeah, I wasn't overreacting. So, he didn't overreact, so he won. So the loser was Joe. Joe was so funny in his punishment. That's gotta I ain't gonna say it was easy because that's not easy. Um he was blending in the wall of a college. So when the students came up on a ramp, he was like boo, and then he scared about two, three females, and then they walked on the other side of the bridge and stuff. But the other the other crew came in. It was a tour guide with kids, so they was like, "All right, Joe. So instead of you scaring them, he scared them again, but they didn't jump. He's like, instead of you doing that, you're gonna be giving a speech. The speech was funny. I was like, how they? He was just standing there with shorts. His whole body was painted. He was just so funny. He was telling them about he was telling about how everybody on campus be stoned, smoking marijuana, just smoking and all this funny stuff. So as he was talking about that, two people actually left because they was talking about alcohol poisoning, and the girls was like, we ain't stand for this. So two of the females left. He continued his speech with alcohol poisoning, and then he was like, okay, that's it. I'm done. Then he escorted the group out, and then the episode was over. But it's still hard to give a speech, and he was literally in cement, just giving out the speech, and he was doing his punishment. So I say I give it up to Joe. Joe always do his punishments, and he did it. So overall, it was a good, funny episode. It really was. And I can't wait to see what they do next week. So next week episode gonna be good. So just to let y'all know, tomorrow gonna be watching the AEW Revolution pay-per-view. Gonna be streaming it tomorrow at 8 p.m. That's gonna be really good. I hope y'all check that out. Like and subscribe to my channel. Share my channel with your family and friends. I got a whole bunch of funny stuff. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. There will be some more stuff coming tonight. So be on the lookout. Woo! Woo! Yeah, be on the lookout, baby. More stuff coming out. Woo! Be on the lookout, baby.